Scott's a Panic, I'm the vet.com, thespiritualmarine.com, and also bornaganisrael.com. Today is still this is second video. Today is the 30th of April, 2018. This is going to be the second half of where we left off with the other video, and that we're going to entitle something like Pleasure Junkies, Satanism, and Truth. And here's what we need to know about Satanism. This is the all-time world's dirtiest secret. When we uncover this, and the more people become aware of this, then it's like shining light into a very dark place where you see maggots, you see worms, you see rats, you see every detestable thing. It's like vultures that are chewing on carcasses. Now let's explain some of the things that we need to be aware of and be able to relate to other people. Not because we take pleasure in them, in the relating of these things, but because they exist and we need to expose them, because they are very real components of our society. And when it comes to power, this is how the Satanists, and people are going to argue over the definition of Satanism, whether it's some kind of archetype or allegory or symbolism, but that's beside the point. That doesn't negate or vitiate the fact that they are practicing their craft, their evil, in the dark side, on the dark side, and through the dark side. Once you go that route, a person cannot come back unless they have the blood of Christ that covers them and they're able to make it back. But it's rare. It's rare because it's like the mafia. Once you get in and you enjoy the perks and the bennies and all those kind of things, then you're going to be expected to do things. If you ever get a chance, watch that movie, Brotherhood of the Bell. Brotherhood of the Bell. Also, Eyes Wide Shut. Also, Rosemary's Baby. Also, The Wicker Man. Watch these movies. They are predictive programming. Also, watch Hostel. And you will get a glimpse of where these people are coming from. They are the evilest of the evil. What they do, for them to mainline cocaine, let's put it in that kind of a descriptor or description, it's like for them mainlining cocaine, where for them to get the highest high is for them to take a child. Now they can take anybody, usually runaways and or the homeless, but for them to get the most highest of the high is for them to take a baby, especially a male child, according to Aleister Crowley, and then sacrifice that human being. What they do is they first defile that person because of their innocence in every sexual way that you can imagine. And then while the child is alive, and again, it could be anybody, it could be male, female, it could be any age, the younger the better. What they do is they inflict the most painful, excruciating pain on the victim so that they can get their high. For them, it's the highest of the high. It's like doing cocaine, like pure cocaine, and they get this high. It's demonic. It is 100,000% demonic. And they get this high by mutilating the child or the young person while they're still alive. While they're still alive. So they could, as an example, fillet their skin right off their body, off their face, while they're still alive. Now just imagine that the child is screaming incoherently, and they fillet the child's face off. And this is why we mentioned in the other video to go to imthevet.com, spiritualmarine.com, and you will be able to listen to the recordings, and we're going to leave them up, of Dr. Scott Johnson, where he describes a lot of these things that are inherent. They are organic to this demonic activity, where they take the child and they inflict the most pain, the most hideous, grotesque pain, either by sexual molestation any way that they desire, whatever their perversion is, all the way to the mutilation of the actual child or young person or homeless, runaway, whoever they can get their hands on. Now this is what the elites do. Not all elites, but the ones that want to make it to the top. It's like any other power structure. It's like any other hierarchy where they can make it to the top. This is the path for them. Now they know that they're throwing their lot in with Satan, with the devil. They know that. They've already given themselves over to the abyss, to the deepest, darkest hell. And they hate Christianity, by the way. They hate Christianity. Christians are the most anathema. Christians are the most hated people in their mind, in their demonic mind. And they will go to all lengths, links to do their own demonization of the actual Christian. So if they can get a Christian to bow down to them and their hierarchy, it's just like Satan and Christ. And they get that's how they create their empire, their pyramid, their power structure. And they actually do worship the dark side. So these are some of the things about Satan and satanic activity. It's very real. And it goes on. It's all over society. It's all over. It doesn't matter what country you go to. And the people that you would think are the ones, many times, that are the pillars of society are involved in it. You would never know. When they take children and or babies and sexually violate them and then carve up their bodies, and then they'll eat the bodies. This gives them more of a rush, a demonic rush. And they'll eat the bodies just Google Marina Abramovich and her spirit cooking. Conspiracy? Yeah, absolutely. Evil is a conspiracy. And if we don't think that evil is not a conspiracy, then people are, that's where the pleasure junkies come into play. Most normal people are just interested in their next dopamine pleasure fix. And when somebody comes forward and brings this information forward, then they're just gonna, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Or they'll diminish the facts in order to retain their relationship with whatever whatever status quo or standing in society that they want to maintain. They will diminish the facts, again, diminish the facts in order to retain their status quo and or standing in society. But these Satanists, these Luciferian demonic devils, they will take the babies, the most innocent of the innocent, and they will mutilate them, they will cook them, they will cut off pieces, they will eat the bodies and drink the blood. The life is in the blood, and it is sick. It's demonic. You can't describe how evil and wicked this is, but it goes on, and we need to expose it. We need to expose it. We need to expose it in every way, shape, or form that we can. And the first way that we do that is by sharing this information, because if we share this information with enough people, then the awareness grows. And they're going to see the fourth horseman, the pale horse. This is all metaphoric. And then it says that hell and death followed. Hell and death. And then at the end, hell and death will be thrown into the lake of fire. See, these people that everybody, their household names many times, where these things go on, that's their cover, because they think that nobody's ever going to find out. They can do what they want. And if anybody does find out, then they throw this cover of concealment on it by laughing at it and calling it a conspiracy theory. This is how the game's played. It's evil, it's demonic, it's been going on for many, many, many centuries and millennium. But we need to expose it. We need to expose it each and every time that we talk to people to get them in this awareness. See, you're in the fight. This is not only a fight, this is a war. And like, whether a person believes it or not, they're in the war. By default, you're on the chessboard. Pieces are being moved around, and people don't even understand it. And here we are. So we need to take this information, and we need to inform as many people as we can, because the more that people become informed, the more that they're aware, and the more that they spread this. The evil empire's coming down. It's coming down. We don't know how, but it's coming down, and it's coming down soon. And this is one way that we're going to be able to do that, and we need more people to inform others. Stay in the fight. It's a spiritual war. Keep the faith, keep believing, don't quit, don't give up, and be an overcomer. Talk soon.